In this episode of One Drummer's Journey, we're going to talk about the number one thing that is an obstacle for us as 21st century artists. Let's go. I'm currently down south in the Fort Myers area, staying on Sanibel Island with my fantastic family, and I'm playing a musical down there called Dames at Sea. It's a crazy story how I got this gig. It always ends up with a random text message out of nowhere that says, "Hey, can you play?" That's how it always works. So I got that text message and now I'm down there playing a musical for the next few days. Since I've been down here, a lot has happened. I finally got confirmed for my brand new band, The Vanguard, to have its very first gig. We're having it at Florida Southwestern State College, and I'm gonna be doing it in the band room at the college. So part of what I've been doing is trying to figure out exactly how to turn it from a band room into an experience for a concert to take place, which has taken some effort. I remember spending a good little while just walking around the band room trying to imagine what I was going to put in there. I've got some good ideas now, but that took some work. When I'm down south, I like to hang with my parents a little bit, so whenever I'm down here, if they need some help with something, I try to offer and give them the opportunity to let me help them because of all the help that they've given me. So I've just got done running some errands downtown, and I decided, since I'm trying to get better at doing video and taking pictures and that kind of thing, that I would come downtown and see if I could make some nice video for y'all to check out. So here's a little look at what downtown Fort Myers looks like. If you're a creator, you're an artist like me and you need to talk about something. We need to talk about the number one challenge that we face as 21st century artists. A friend of mine put up a post on Facebook essentially asking his musician friends, what do we think is the biggest challenge facing us right now out there? I gotta tell you, when I talk to my fellow musicians about the music industry, it's generally complaining about technology flooding the market, complaining about streaming services, complaining about how record sales are down, complaining about the way venues pay us, etc. It's all complaining. And let me tell you, I think the number one challenge for us, for what we do, is all of the negativity that's out there. I think it's killing us. And by the way, I think wondering what the biggest challenge is actually the wrong question in the first place. What we should be asking is, can I or can I not breathe without doing the thing that I love doing? If the answer is yes, you can breathe without doing it, you probably should do something else anyway. But if the answer is no, then listen to me. You gotta stop worrying about the negatives. And by the way, I respect and understand, especially for musicians that are older, that the music industry has just changed under their feet. I understand what streaming has done to record companies. I understand how much harder touring has gotten. I understand those things, and I respect those things. But what I do not respect at all defeatism. I don't respect the idea that the things have changed so much that we can no longer do this thing that we love. Because the evidence is all around us. People are still making money doing music, and I'm not willing to accept excuses from myself or other people. If you've come to the conclusion that you can't breathe without doing this, then it's time to let go of the defeatism. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to get my work done. I know so clearly that I can't breathe without doing this that I've driven 5 hours yesterday to make sure that my new band could get their rehearsal in. I mean, there's obviously some harmonic responsibility, but like aside from that, like I really wanted to feel like 3 people are improvising. Sure. Venues are a problem and I wanted to book a gig soon, so you know what I did? I found someone who I could ask for a favor, and I put my concert in a band room. You and me, we just don't have time for defeatism, okay? This is what we need to do. This is what I need to do. This is what you need to do. We need to put our heads down. We need to get our work done. We need to figure out exactly how this current music business works and put together a plan and make that plan action. That's what you and I need to do. No more defeatism. We're done with that. We're moving on from that. If you've been hanging around with defeatism, today's the day you're done with it. Get your work done. Figure out what you can do. The money is still out there. It is still possible to make a living. There are people doing it every day. You and I don't have excuses. So we're not going to roll with excuses. Let's get it done. Oh, I'm so far away. Thank you. Hope you have a nice day. Thanks. I wanted to finish out by explaining why I was taking videos downtown when I could have been practicing or reading about music or something else. What I was saying while I was in the park is that, you know, yes, the music business has changed, but I'm not going to let that slow me down. I've realized that I can't breathe without doing this, so I'm going to find a way to do this successfully. A big part of how the music business has changed is media has become so much more important. It's no longer just put out an album and you'll sell albums. That's not the case anymore. Now social media is important and video is extremely important. And I've decided in the last couple weeks that I want to really take YouTube seriously, and that means taking video making seriously. So what was I doing? I was practicing making videos, trying to find the best shots and using my eyes in a different way that I normally do. I'm learning a new skill. I wrote an article on my blog happydrummer.me about adjacent skills, and I'll make sure I link to that in the description. These other skills are important. If we want to be successful in this, it's not we can just play our instrument and that's it. Especially if we want to build as a personal brand. If it's a matter of working for someone else's project, it might be easier, but I want to lead my own bands and put my own things together. Well, people are going to have to know who I am in order for that to matter. So I've got to work on my media presentation. So that's what I was doing. I was practicing. No excuses here and no defeatism here. I'm learning all the skills I can to help better my career. If you got anything from this video, I hope it's this, that negativity will kill your creativity. Don't let other people's defeatism enter into your world. You get your work done, okay? Me and you, we're gonna get our work done. Thanks for checking out One Drummer's Journey. Hey, you need to subscribe if you like what you just saw, and a thumbs up really helps a lot. It helps me reach more people. See you next time.